Are you a user of SQL Server Data Tools or SSDT? In this episode, we'll learn all about what's new and what's upcoming, including some exciting announcements of things that just work, like Copilot, this week on Data Exposed. Hi, I'm Anna Hoffman, and welcome to this episode of Data Exposed. We have an exciting episode because we're going to be bringing back on Subhojit. So welcome back, Subhojit. And Subhojit has joined us before to talk about SQL Server Data Tools and other services like SSAS, SSRS. But today we're going to focus on SSDT and what's new. So Subhojit, can you kind of tell us what's been going on in the SSDT space recently?
Sure, but even before I go into what's new in SSDT, I want to thank all our viewers for the great response that we have got for SSAS and SSRS. The ratings of both the extensions have shot like anything. SSAS moving from 2.13 to 3.29 and SSRS moving from 2.8 to 3.93. Thank you so much. We are constantly hearing you and monitoring your feedback and keeping on making the improvements. Coming back to SSDT, we all know SSDT is used to build, debug, maintain, and refactor database. It is mainly targeting database developers. For people who are new to SSDT, SSDT comes as a workload with Visual Studio. We don't have a standalone installer of SSDT for VS 2022. The current version of SSDT is 17.6. Make sure that you download the latest version to get all the features. So when you download Visual Studio through the installer, you have this small data storage and processing tab. Once you check it, you have SSDT in your IDE. So coming to the new things that we have, I know some of them are a little old. We have released support for SQL Server 2022 with 17.5, but I just wanted to reiterate because that has been a great enhancement, something that the community has been asking us for a long time. And with this, you can explore the features like code navigation, IntelliSense, debugging, and declarative editing in the T-SQL editor. So although it's something which we have done it previously, I just wanted to reiterate that this is there, and please take full advantage of SQL Server 2022.
Awesome.
Coming to
cool.
some new enhancements which all our users would be really interested about is that we have introduced Ledger in SSDT. Ledger, we already know, was introduced in ADS and SSMS. It's a feature to establish trust around the integrity of the database system. So these are special kind of tables which brings the power of blockchain to make auditing much more simpler. We already know what Ledger is. I don't want to bore you with the details, but we just wanted to share that we have introduced Ledger in SSDT. When you open SSDT, if you have created the Ledger in some other system, you can navigate your Ledger tables in the SSOX and check all the Ledger tables and its functionalities there. Not just that, we have included both the types of Ledger table, updatable and append only, in SSDT. You can create a SQL proj with Ledger tables from SSOX. From the navigation, you can create a table, and also you can go to the Solutions Explorer and add an item from there. You can add a table under the tables of tables and views options, and you can create a Ledger table from there. Also, you can publish a Ledger table into a Ledger database. So we are providing Ledger as a functionality holistic in SSDT with 17.6.
Awesome. Subhojit, that's really exciting to hear. I know people have been really excited about Ledger bringing blockchain to Azure SQL Database and SQL Server. And now if they're using SSDT, they can do all of those things with Ledger as well. So it's great to see that. I'm sure there have been some other improvements. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Sure, Anna. There have been some other improvements. One, we have moved from SDS to MDS, so that gives some enhanced security features. We have ensured that the build and publish database projects with unit test projects using build tools are there. We have provided support for that. We have worked on performance as well. So we have moved to the latest version of MS Build API for faster build support. There had been a lot of complaints on Visual Studio crashes because of SSDT. We have worked on it, and we are also continuously working on it to hear feedback from our customers, especially for 17.5 and 17.6, which are our focus applications. And whatever problems you're facing, trust me, we are looking into it. Yeah, so just a fun fact which I wanted to add, that we all know about Copilot and how Microsoft have ensured that we help every user to achieve more. So we have, you can go ahead and use the Copilot in 17.6. Maybe just write what you want to. You can create a table. You can populate the data in the table. You can do a lot of things. Just write the statement and the Copilot would generate the code, as you can see here. Now it is up to you if you want to accept the solution or not. There would be dedicated videos for it coming up very soon, but this is something which you'd really like to try out and experiment and give us feedback on how we can improve.
Wait, Subhojit, so just so I understand this new update, in this screenshot that you have, you wrote out a comment, create a table for course, and Copilot
Right.
suggested that gray text, all of the ways to create
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. So we just write the comment and the Copilot gives the entire code. Whether we want to accept it or not accept it is up to you. If we accept it, then we press a tab and it becomes the code, like it becomes the code. So that
That's
can be a great help
amazing.
for somebody who's new.
Do I need to upgrade to a certain version to get this, or it's just going to work?
It's going to work with the latest release.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, so that's really exciting. All these improvements are great. I think customers are going to be really excited about it. Can you share any sneak peek at what's coming next?
Some of the things which are there in the pipeline, and it has been an ask from the developer community for a long time, is support for Azure Synapse serverless SQL pools. We want to give that support very soon. It's in testing phase, and I hope to release it as soon as possible. We are also working on support for VS on ARM64, support for SSDT on ARM64. Like VS, you'll be able to install SSDT on an ARM64 architecture machine. Also, Azure Active Directory authentication as a user uses in SSMS, we want to give that feature in the same way in SSDT very soon.
Awesome. Cool. A lot of great stuff happening in this space and upcoming in this space. Subhojit, thanks so much for joining us on Data Exposed. If I could ask, do you have any final tips or tricks or advice or things you want to share with our viewers?
Just that we have a very robust feedback system. We are listening to you. We are checking it. If you have any problems with SSDT, please write to us. We will revert back to you.
Awesome. Well,
And
thanks so
have a
much
great
again, Subhojit.
experience.
And if you like this episode, go ahead, give it a like. Check the description. We'll put some links to learn more and to some related videos. And we hope to see you next time on Data Exposed.